And welcome back here now on another video on how to become a business consultant freelancer. So, particularly uh, dive deep into this section 4, how to conduct a proper research as a freelance consultant. So here, after I saw is once you know what consulting business is, you align yourself with a profitable niche and you create your offer. So it is time to put all of those at practice to get some real feedback from the market. And then, once you have landed some additional clients, you know how to send service agreements, you know how to secure payment, you gain some traction. The ultimate goal is to scale your business to multiple clients because this is where you can diversify your source of income first by offering your service to different companies in different industry and understand that. And right now, yes, I'm thinking is more about what are the next narrative to link my ideas. Uh, so once I know that the consultation or the ultimate goal here is to scale your business as a freelance consultant to multiple clients. And this is something that also aligns to what Alex Hormozzi mentioned, more about the way of not the way is what is the ultimate goal of any business is to become a monopoly. Period. To like it or not, that's the end goal in this game. We live here in capitalism, but that's another whole different story. But right now is to understand that, especially as a consulting freelancer. Why? This is something helpful because as right now, more and more companies are outsourcing the their labor, and that means that all the previous fight that others or our previous generation have fought about the rights, about how these unionizations of labor, all of that now is no longer applicable in this new era. It might sound sad or not, depending how you interpret that. You can also feel the fear of that, but recognize that fact, right? That from now and so on, uh, make a research or any consultant or any person in the market that can offer quality research will be valuable to make better decisions. And as a business consulting freelancer, especially focused on software development and no technology, see that, see the importance of that, you know. And so yeah, so once you know what consulting business is, you choose and align a profitable niche. You create your offer. You put that at practice in the market to get some real feedback. You land some additional clients. You know how to send service agreement. You know how to secure payment, and uh, remember, and then you gain some traction. Remember that the ultimate goal is to scale that to multiple clients. And not only that, okay, remember that referrals are the key to success, or the referrals and leverage. So when we talk about leverage, Because you talk about here is about reference. Yeah, so reference is a key to grow, but one simple key to scale is to deliver a top quality product or service. Remember that your reputation is everything, and people spend on things they love and trust, right? So yes, referrals are a key to success, are a key to grow. And the other thing is that Alex almost mentioned is leverage is also important. And by leverage means that dedicate time to mentors and to improve your skills, because that way if you can not only negotiate with other clients but also increase your value in there. So it's not an easy task. Welcome to the game. And I also take inspirations, you know what, from people like athletes and artists, and also from hookers or sex worker, as they like to call. But yeah, because after all, they're using, so they are their own great assets. That's all. That's all. They are their best assets. And it is funny because, for example, something that happened with Shakira and Piqué when they see themselves as assets, right? So yeah, they broke up. Piqué cheated on Shakira, and ultimately Shakira launched music about that, and Piqué now capitalized on that as well, and among other stuff. So the funny thing of this is that, or the funny not funny, the, the funny not funny, is that you like it or not, you are going to be is a product if you decide that to be, or an athlete or an artist. Okay, it's up to you. But uh, my point here is that they are their own asset because they offer value based on something that they have dedicated huge amount of time, and they doing that consistently and through the competition with themselves and with others, right? So competition with yourself is one way to create this positive sum game. Okay, because yeah, talk about competition is something that is not cool, it's not fashion, it's not new age, it's not the new orange or black or whatever color you want to call or use. But being competent with yourself, beat your own competition, allows you to make and create positive sum games. Again, this is something that I don't want to dive deep into that. But the whole idea is to see yourself as someone of value. See yourself not only from a narcissistic perspective, okay, but see yourself as someone of value. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. See yourself as someone of value. And okay, and with that mindset, okay, understand that especially if you see yourself as this business slash athlete slash artist, when you see yourself like that, so the reference are the key to success. That's one. Uh, uh, Lock everything you do, especially in your business. Okay, so lock everything you do in your business using a customer relationship management such as Hotspot. Okay, and if you struggle with, remember that it's all about getting leads to your cell phone, to your business. Okay, so remember to get some business lead, show them value, build up your reputations, and repeat. So now, okay, so after I make that quick recap, all right, yeah, so look at how to conduct and proper research as a freelancer. First, at how can we gather quality data? And since data is powerful because it can help you to influence, persuade, and reinforce your point of view, but also can be misleading. So, understanding that when conducting your research for a consulting project, there are a couple type of data that can gather. Okay, there are a couple type of data that yeah, there are a couple type of data that you can gather, and it is important to understand which makes them the most valuable to the least valuable. So first party data are data that come from the company. They usually are confidential, so they make you sign an NDA agreement. So once you get that, so look as far data as they so look as far back as they have to see what they have done in the past and influence to help you influence your decisions and recommendations. That's one set of data, the first party data. Then we have the second party data. This is from trust source uh, that you might need to pay or not for them. They have a great record. They're not anonymous, and they have research reports and peer review. And the benefit of this data is that are this is from credible sources. Okay, and then we look at the third party data, which is from aggregate sources. These are the least valuable because you can verify the quality of the data, and they usually behind some paywall method to restrict access to content with purchase or a subscription model. And you can always verify is the author of that data. It's important to understand that you can get this type of data. So this is to gathering or get for gather quality data. And when it comes to know how to conduct a research, it's like first anytime you make a research, play devil advocate with yourself because not things are not black and white. Also, gather relevant information, takes notes and keep record of every source you obtain. Okay, so take notes and keep record of every source you obtain. Uh, and check for quality control, or evaluate the quality of each source. Okay, and evaluate the quality of each source. So look for evidence of quality control, such as if this come from an anonymous source, find out who the author really is. Check for quality control, like poor grammar on the website, poor visualization, or something feel a little fishy. And well, don't forget and don't feel bad to circle back with the client for more. Okay, so now you have this mental model of, or at least this mental model guidelines of how you can move on here, especially when you're conducting a research and gathering quality data. Okay, uh, this case study, which is an example here of conducting a research, they show me is again this is a guidelines showing me is what will be a possible way from Paul Mendes to analyze, especially from the Google AdSense perspective, right? From this marketing perspective. Which, what happened is that looking at things from the business perspective or from the marketing perspective and combining with technology, you can is now provide something of value to others, right? Just after all, that's the ultimate things here. Okay, so looking right now at this case study, okay, of a tourist website. So look at their website and understand what they offer, all their products and service, and then look out for the specific pricings, categories, about the review of the company. So understand what makes this company unique, because that will help you to move on, uh, and so that will help you. No, that not only so that will help me in my consulting suggestions. Well, that's what I'm of no. So understand what makes this company unique. Allow me to use that in my consulting process, in my consulting suggestions. So gather all of their confidential data, first party data. Hmm. Hey man, what up? Exactly. So gather all the confidential data, first party data. Look at what they have done in the past. Okay, how they have been performing, and how can I provide my suggestion? Exactly. What is this? It's like look at what they have done in the past, how they have been performing, and how can I provide my suggestion? Hmm. Hmm. So, yeah, Mm, yeah, even in the hardest time, focus, my friend. Focus, focus, focus here. So, okay. So, to avoid this momentum, you don't want to lose the momentum. So, okay. Especially when conducting research here, I'm going to slow down a little bit more, okay, to avoid lose momentum. Uh, this case study, again, this is a couple of guidelines that you can use in your consulting service. Looking at their website, understanding what they offer and all their product and service, and then start looking at their specific, like pricings, categories, the review about the company, what makes this company unique, because this is what I'm going to use in my consulting suggestions. And then gather all the confidential data, this first party data, look what they have done in the past, how they have been performing, and how can I provide my suggestions. So combine your research with data from their website. Exactly. So combine the data, combine. So combine your research, but the research here is that you play devil advocates with the data that you get. You gather relevant data. You take notes and uh, keep record of source, and qualify is the quality of the source. So is this come from an anonymous source? Who the author really is? Uh, and things like that. Check out for quality control in their website, such as poor grammar. Is no, it's not a new design, not a new age design. Or something feels a little fishy. And with this research, okay, because this is very abstract, okay, and with this research, okay, so once you combine your research with their website, their brand, what they offering, and how much they charge, important thing here, okay, compare analysis. This is when you should move on. Exactly. Compare analysis. This is when you should move on to a secondary data. Okay. The competitor analysis. You should move on to a secondary data to see who the other players in that industry are in the area, what they're doing, see what can I learn from them. Keyword research with keyword plan. This is the important thing. This. So look at this. Okay, so competitor analysis. Competitor analysis. This is when you should move on to secondary data to see who the other players, to see who the other players in that industry are in the area, what they're doing, see what can I learn from them. Once you make this competitor analysis, okay, which is looking at the secondary data or the second party data to see who the other players are in that industry, to see who they play, to see, because it's part of the composition, to see who other players are, to see who other, to see Jesus, to see who the other players in that industry are. But this is the entire composition. Okay, to see who the other players are, to see who the other players in that industry are, in that area, in the area, what they're doing, and see what can I learn from them. Then, when you do the competitor analysis, you do this keyword research, okay, with keyword plan to give you a clear idea of what's going on in that industry. So with the keyword plan, with the keyword research, that will give you a clear idea of what's going on in the industry. Where is this industry going? Understanding what's going on in that industry from a broader perspective, this is helpful to get up-to-date data to see what's going on in the world, in that industry, and to see how can I apply everything that I researched to what is most likely to work today. So everything that I have researched, okay, see how can I apply see see how can I apply see how can I apply everything that I have researched to what is most likely to work today. So for example, look at how that industry is adapting to regulations and where this industry is going. So then I compile the first and the second party data with a comparator analysis into Note and form my presentation around it. Okay, so again, I'm making this slowly learning process to understand all of this concept and see how can I apply that later. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. So take care. Bye bye.